Episode 7, Criterion 3, Part 4. Does the Quran retain its clarity and eloquence in other languages, and is it a masterpiece of Arabic literature? In the previous episode, I discussed the eloquence of the Quran's words. In this episode, I will address two important topics that any book claiming to be of divine origin is expected to fulfill. The first is the Quran's ability to retain the clarity and eloquence of its texts in other languages, and the second is ensuring that the Quran is a masterpiece of Arabic literature and that its texts have not been mixed with other languages. Let's explore the first topic. Does the Quran retain its clarity and eloquence in other languages? Islamic scholars have acknowledged that the Quran does not retain its eloquence or the unique quality of its meanings when translated into other languages. This is because its meanings are intricately woven exclusively using the Arabic language. Consequently, they concluded that the Quran should only be recited in Arabic, as it is divine revelation that came in Arabic, and translating it into any other language does not possess the unique sacred quality of the original Arabic. If we accept this premise, we fall into a clear contradiction, as it is logically expected that preserving the sanctity of the Quran and its purported unique features after translation into other languages should be a very easy task for its author, God, who is all-powerful and all-knowing. To confirm that the Quran does not retain its clarity of meanings when translated into non-Arabic languages, let's hear what some non-Arabic speaking Muslims have said about their attempts to read the translation of the Quran. Reading the translation of the Quran took a lot of effort to understand the meanings of the verses, and often I couldn't grasp their essence or what they were pointing to. I found it a confusing and perplexing mixture. Nothing but a sense of duty could compel me to continue reading. With great difficulty, I can make my way through understanding the Quran. The texts are not well written, confusing, and boring. As a non-Arabic speaking Muslim, you can read some translated verses of the Quran and judge for yourself the extent of their clarity and decipherability. You will likely find many of its meanings unclear, many of the texts inconsistent, and a significant amount of rhythmic repetition. Additionally, they contain many illogical statements that cannot be reconciled with science or natural laws. From here, we can conclude that the best way to understand most of the meanings and objectives of the Quranic verses is to unleash various interpretations emanating from personal concepts and assumptions, often far from logic and not in agreement with documented or scientific facts. Let's now explore the second topic. Is the Quran a masterpiece of the Arabic language? Islamists assert that the Quran is a masterpiece of the Arabic language, as indicated by the following verses, which suggest that the Quran was revealed in Arabic, the language of Muhammad's people, to be understandable to them and to challenge them with the eloquence and fluency of their own language. First verse, and if we had made it a non-Arabic Quran, they would have said, why are its verses not explained in detail? Is it a foreign recitation, and yet an Arab messenger? Say, it is, for those who believe, a guidance and cure. And those who do not believe, in their ears is deafness, and it is upon them blindness. Those are being called from a distant place. Chapter 41, verse 44. Second verse, an Arabic Quran, without any deviance, that they might become righteous. Chapter 39, verse 28. However, there is a contradiction to the Islamists' claim because the Quran did not come in pure and clear Arabic. In its texts, we find around 250 non-Arabic words of foreign origins from several languages such as Hebrew, Hindi, Persian, Ethiopian, Berber, Roman, Coptic, Greek, and Aramaic. Here are some examples. The word Tur, a meaning mountain, is of Aramaic origin. The word Rakim, meaning inscription, is of Roman origin. The word Sijil, meaning scroll or record, is of Persian origin. The word Istabrak, meaning fine silk, is of Persian origin. The word Sundus, meaning fine silk brocade, is of Hindi origin. The word Mishkat, meaning niche for a lamp, is of Ethiopian origin. This brings us to the end of this episode. For more details, you can refer to my books The Islam Delusion and Faith Exodus, Understanding Muslim Apostasy. I hope to see you soon to continue discussing the criteria for the credibility of the Quran. With my best regards and wishes for your well-being and safety.
Talal Al-Rawindi.